Okay, this is going to be a problem out of lesson 17. In lesson 17, our objective actually is to change from fractions to interrelate fractions and decimals. So we see how they relate to each other. So in this, I'll do one of the classworks. And right here, I have 1 6/10. 1 6/10, the second one number is always what we have in hand. That's what we're looking at changing. So 1 6/10, this is all of 1. And this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6/10. So 6/10, 10/10. And then I would go ahead and shade in. I'm going to do it quickly, so it's going to be on the sloppy side. And then I'm going to say, oh, well, I'm taking 1/10 of that. So now I'm going to put a 1/10 on this side, 1/10, 1/10 over here as well. Yes, because these are 100 blocks. There's only 100 in each, and I have more than 100. I have 160 if I'm talking about hundreds. So then I have to start writing my fraction number sentence. So I say 1/10 times 16/10. And the kids have seen this quite a bit. So then I have 16 over 100. And so my answer would be this, 1600ths, if I changed it to a decimal. Now I could also write it as a decimal. So I could say 1/10 times 1 6/10. And I know that my answer is up here. So it's be 1600ths. Because I've got tenths times tenths, so I get hundredths. Tenths times tenths, and I get hundredths in my answer. So, and that makes sense because it jives with here. I got to finish this now to see what I have. So I'm going to go all the way over like this. And I have 10 hundredths here, and I have 6 hundredths here. I have 16 hundredths. So that's the basic of that. And then there's a question over here that's very similar to our initial problem. Our story problems are very similar to that. Number 2, it gives us problems, but they work us through the steps of doing it, and the kids did pretty well with that part. Okay, so this was Module 4 on Lesson 17.